Alright, hello everybody. This is a quick video to show you the top 5 problems why your remote starter doesn't work. Alright everybody, number 5 on the list, starting off our list here, is the remote's battery. Make sure that your remote's battery is in fine working order. This remote right here, it is rechargeable, so I can recharge the battery anytime I want. But a problem with some other remotes, the one-ways, the remote is not rechargeable, and it's built in pretty much. So you got to take this thing apart and replace the battery. They usually are kind of like watch batteries or something like that, but they're not that expensive, and they usually fix the problem if it's not working. Alright everybody, the number 4 reason why remote starters tend to not work is a defective hood pin. Now, I bypassed mine because mine actually rusted out and went bad. As you can see, the cable that plugs into it tells it that there's a ground and that the hood is open. So when that switch is depressed, it's not grounded anymore. That means the hood's closed, so the car remote starts. That's a problem a lot of people overlook. Number 3, another common problem for remote starters is Tach is not programmed to your remote starter properly. Now when these things are first installed, it could be likely that the vehicle is very brand new and in very good working order. So a problem with Tach being programmed is that it's done on a brand new vehicle. As the car gets older, as the battery gets older, as all the electronics get older, the Tach signal might not be as strong as it used to be. But luckily for you, programming Tach is very easy to do. Also, diagnosing Tach is very easy to diagnose as well. What'll happen is the car will kind of try to start, but it won't start fully all the way. The starter will seem like it's giving up and not cranking over the engine anymore. Or the car will start and the starter keeps going and keeps going, grinding out your starter and could possibly cause damage to it. But easily reprogrammable. Basically what you want to do, at least for CompuStar starters, is start up the vehicle, put your foot on the brake pedal, and then remote start the vehicle holding the brake pedal down. You can see the park lights flash once, and that means that Tach is now programmed to be recognized at about 800 RPMs there. So now when I turn off the key and take it out of the ignition and I remote start the car, it'll say I'm going to stop grinding the starter or stop running the starter as soon as the engine reads 800 RPMs. So now the starter doesn't grind, engine starts up properly and stays running. Moving on to number 2 now is the bypass. Now what the bypass does with a lot of modern cars, they have a chip inside of the key that tells the vehicle that, hey, this is the original key, this is safe to start, it's not being stolen. So what these bypasses do is they copy that chip information off of your key, and they tell the engine and the computer in the car, hey, it's okay to start, I'm not being stolen. But when a bypass goes bad or possibly loses programming, you have to crawl underneath your dash again, find it, pull it out, hook it up to your computer, and possibly reprogram it. Another thing you might have to do is just repair it to the vehicle. Now a lot of these bypasses have a lot of different ways how to reprogram them, so I can't really demonstrate it because there's so many different bypasses out there. Pretty much it's a key sequence turning it off and on, and a button sequence on the bypass itself. But contact your manufacturer for more detailed information. They can use to supply you with a guide. If it won't reprogram to your vehicle, then it likely needs to be replaced. Luckily, they're not that expensive. They run around $100 normally. Alright everybody, the number 1 reason why remote starters don't work is a fuse. Now, other than the valet mode, I'm going to show you where you can find these fuses. They wouldn't be in the normal spot where you'd find fuses for your car. They're going to be attached to the actual starter. See these fuses right here? Those are for my starter. Now you got to go underneath there, underneath your dash most likely, and you have to find them. And just check them, make sure they're good. If they're not, replace them. They're a nice, cheap, easy fix. If they're fine, then you might have another problem. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thanks.